Greetings and welcome, family, to a new series that we're going to have. I'm your host, Uncle Rising Sun, also known as Uncle Ankh or Uncle Hanky. I want to thank everyone who came out this past weekend at Meeting of the Masters. We truly had a wonderful time. Special acknowledgement to our brother, Rich, King Simon, and all the presenters, Dr. Sirius, Sister Myra. It was like a family reunion, family. It was seriously a family reunion. So I want to thank you, the listening audience. So let's do our opening with Brother Baraka, and then we will proceed with tonight's show. And let me see, where's Baraka at? Oh, pull him up, pull him up. There we go.
Putting out a call to the warrior in you, to the healer in you, the king, the queen, the magician, the lover in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burden and anything that holds you back and take your rightful place. The battle is everywhere. It's right in your face. Let's go.
Welcome to Magnets, Crystals, and Pyramids. Success is your destiny. Love, wisdom, power. Remember always who you are. Yes, I am. Love, wisdom, power. Yes, I am. Love, yes, power. Yes, I am. Love, wisdom. Yes, I am. Love, wisdom, power. Yes, I am. Love, wisdom, power. Master. Yes, I am. Yes, love, wisdom, power. Yes, I am. Say to yourself. Yes, I am. Protect. Yes, I am. Master. I am. Yes.
Okay. So listen, family, um, this is a new series of Brother Lalji. Um, going to be speaking of how to amplify our I am. I want to publicly say thank you, Lalji, for helping me out in navigating through Atlanta. Because if you don't have a car, family, in ATL, you are out of luck. I am serious. It is not a place for bicycles or walking unless you're in a encagement of a zoo or a public park. But without that, um, Laji, go ahead and do the opening invocation.
Peace, my brother. In the name, love, wisdom, power, authority, and victory of our own beloved, mighty I am present, that of all mankind, that of the physical sun and the great central sun, all great beings, powers, and legions of light, great angelic hosts, great cosmic beings, and great cosmic law, and all who direct the sacred fire to the earth. Come in your tangible, visible, ascended master bodies. Raise your cosmic sword of blue flame of 1,000 suns from the great central sun, which transcends every human concept. I call on beloved Saint Germain, mighty God Tabor, Swami Muktananda Paramahansa, Bhagavan Nityananda, Guru Macha Vilasananda, Sheikh Amadou Bamba, Simeon Togo, all the sitters and ascended masters to bless this show of Uncle Hank's and to deliver us the most powerful blessings and knowledge. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. So we're here to talk about Ascended Masters and Siddha and Ascended Master teachings. Some people want to know what is the difference between a Siddha and Ascended Master. The difference is the Ascended Masters are more like bodhisattvas. They don't go up and they stay here and they deal with us so that we can become Siddha and Ascended Masters. Babaji is a master who has attained ascension but decided to stay here as a bodhisattva to help us. Saint Germain is an ascended master who basically is dealing with the whole solar system. You know, he's like that. Jesus, the same thing. And what we want to do is do our part in helping these masters, these Siddha and ascended masters, to help us to purify the earth, to raise ourselves into ascension, to make this a heavenly planet, and for us to become godlike beings. In essence, we do these practices so we can attain our true self, our ascension, which is our true self, not the human self that'll do anything out of selfishness, but go back to being a man and a woman, and then raise ourselves into the ascended, a siddha and ascended, right? All right. What we're doing in what I'm having in the School of Higher Consciousness, which we will be doing every day, and this is going to be for the most part free, but there would be a dakshina that I'm asking for because of one reason and one reason only. This is another program, not this program here. Because if you don't pay for something, you just don't value it. If you don't have the money, you can come to me. I'll definitely work out something with you. And it's very inexpensive anyway. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about getting up in the morning and empowering the spirit. What is the spirit? Your conscious I am, yourself, the self within, that thing that lives inside your body. You know, it is from God. It is of God. As you speak, that's God speaking. Because we don't have a voice like many animals. We don't really have a voice, not an intelligent voice like I'm using now. Our voice is coming from our mighty I am presence. We wake up in the morning, we do our decrees, we do our prayers, we do our decrees, we do our chanting to God. Like you hear the birds waking up in the morning singing, we're supposed to be doing that to our God self, right? So when I talk about God, I'm not talking about any religion. I'm not talking about that. And I'm not saying religion is no good. You know, religion is good, especially if you're on a certain level. But there's a level of trying to deal with religion, and there's another level of trying to deal with ascension and realizing yourself as the God force within. We're not talking about ego. We're talking about the God force within. So when I did this last program that I taught, it lasted for 2 years, and we ended it with Ethiogens. I told everybody, before you let your feet hit the ground, do your decrees. It only takes about a minute and a half to do these decrees, and I'm going to say them in a minute. And then do, wash up, take your bath or your shower. While you're doing your shower, say the mantra. If you're fortunate enough to get a mantra from a siddha or ascended master being, a siddha being or an ascended master, all the while you're taking that shower, repeat the mantra. And there's many mantras. Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Om, Anala. There's many mantras, many thousands of mantras. Because as you say these mantras, you're purifying yourself, and especially as you wash yourself in the shower. As you're washing yourself in the shower, as you say these mantras, you're washing off sins. My guru told me, Swami Muktananda said, taking a shower while you repeat the mantra has the same effect of going to the Ganges River and washing yourself in the Ganges River, which takes away all your karmas. This is what he said. So every time I go into the shower now, in fact, if my body hits water, the mantra automatically goes off. I want to give you an idea of what this minute and 30 something seconds is like. So as you wake up in the morning, you wake up letting God know, Lord, I'm here. And this is what I'm saying. Now, these are decrees I'm saying. They're very short decrees. We're going to get to some little longer decrees as we go. But these are very short decrees. Take about a minute, maybe 38 seconds to say them. Don't let your feet hit the ground. When you wake up, just immediately start saying these decrees. And I'm giving to you right now. First thing in the morning, before you get out of bed, say, Beloved mighty and present, I demand the miracle love from the great central sun come in, through, and around me, and qualify all the energy that goes forth through my decrees, chants, mantras, and meditation with its own sacred fire forever. Beloved mighty and present, such freedom, health, prosperity, and harmonious action shall come forth for America and the world as have never before been experienced on earth. I am the conquering present. I command this I am present to perfectly govern my mind, home, affairs, and world. This particular decree just blew my mind because the Ascended Master said that is the most powerful decree of them all. I'm going to read it again. I am the conquering presence. I command this I am present to perfectly govern my mind, home, affairs, and world. Let's move on to the next one. This is the decree that Jesus loves. I am the resurrection and life of every cell of my body, perfectly manifest, express, and illumine, and eternally sustain and send the master victory. This is the decree for the brain. I am the quickening of the cells in this my brain structure, causing it to expand and receive the intelligent direction of the mighty inner presence, giving me total qual of mind, godlike mental abilities, and absolute physical perfection. I am the resurrection and the life of my limitless supply of every good thing, including riches and money, right now and forever. This is a money decree. Matter of fact, it's for every good thing. All right. I am the present, filling my world with perfection this day. I qualify everything in my world with perfection because I am perfection. I qualify this mind and body with absolute perfection and refuse the acceptance of anything else. I am the miracle, and I am the present, compelling its manifestation through divine love, wisdom, and power. Beloved Saint Germain and mighty God Tabor, make me pure enough of valley-consuming flame, purifying power to be worthy to enter the retreat in the Rockies, over which beloved God Tabor is authority. I need to speak on that particular decree. When you are allowed to go into these high level, and when you are allowed, I'm gonna get to that. When you are allowed to go into these high-powered spiritual retreats of the ascended masters, you don't go in and come out. You go in as a man or a woman, you come out as the Christ. You come out ascended. You know, to even be able to get in one of these decrees is a major accomplishment. And this is my prayer on a daily basis. All right, let's move on. Baba, my beloved mighty I am presence and the seven mighty Elohim, make me the victor of your own heart flame in everything I do and prevent all else forever. Baba, my beloved mighty I am present, I thank you for all that you give me, grace throughout my life, my family, my friends, my living environment, a healthy mind and body, a strong memory of total qual of mind, divine character and personality, celibacy, harmony, full realization, money, wealth, and fulfilling my desire to serve God and earn and accumulate $1 million a year. Thank you, Baba, Bhagavan Nityananda, Guru Maitri Vilasnama, Mother Amachi, beloved Saint Germain, Lord Jesus the Christ, and the entire company of heaven. I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks. That last decree is my own decree that I've fashioned out of gratitude. Here is a prayer that beloved Saint Germain tells us that we should say every day. So if you want to be in that ascended state, if you want to go for it, if you really want to let the Siddha, ascended masters, and the very gods know you exist, you got to speak to them. Let them know you exist. Saint Germain says, say this prayer to your mighty I am presence, your God self, that construct, that trinity that you are an integral part of. So you got Father, Mother, Holy Spirit, you that Holy Spirit. And this is an unbroken consciousness. This is an unbroken chain of consciousness. So don't think that, no, I'm not this, I'm not that yet. You are that power of God. Now, in this realm, we have free will. And you are that part of God that said, I'm going to do what I want to do. instead of being obedient to the laws of the universe and your own God self. So be mindful of who you are. You are the Shiva in the Om Namah Shivaya. You are that self. All right? Prayer to the mighty I Am Presence. Baba, my great masterful presence, which I am. I love, I adore thee. I give back unto thee the fullness of all creative power, all love, all wisdom, and through this power which thou art, I give thee full power to make visible in my hands and youth the fulfillment of my every desire. I no longer claim any power as my own, for I now claim thee, the only and all-conquering presence in my home, my life, my world, and my experience. I acknowledge the full supremacy and command of all things, and as my consciousness is fixed upon an achievement, your invincible presence and intelligence take command and bring the fulfillment into my experience quickly, even with the speed of thought. I know thou art ruler over time, place, and space. Therefore, thou requires only now to bring a visible activity that every perfection. I stand absolute firm in the full acceptance of this now and forever, and I shall not allow my mind to waver from it, for at last I know we are one. Now you can add Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am. You can add something at the end of that prayer. Saint Germain says you can add something to the end of that prayer, but this prayer you should say every day. Now I want to give a clear understanding of the difference between a prayer and a decree. A prayer, you are asking God, you are supplicating God to do something for you that you feel you can't do for yourself, right? Or you're doing something for someone else. But a decree is you acting as the God force, decreeing into the existence through the power of the spoken word what you want to happen in this world. So it's as if you're already assuming your position as the God force within your very self. This thing that is all powerful, all knowing, and omnipresent. And like anything else, the more you use the power through the power of the spoken word, the more you become that. I want to go into some decrees, but I want to say, to some prayers. Now, that was a prayer, and these are some prayers. And I want to hit some decrees too, but I need you to understand that this is a science. It's not just faith, it's a science. There's a woman who invented a machine called the Ediphone. Her name was Elizabeth Watts Hughes. And this Ediphone, the book that she wrote was called Voice Figures. So what would happen when you utter any words, there are forms that manifest from your words. She was able to show a tree by playing certain notes, saying certain words, a tree, a flower, a forest, an ocean, by saying certain words, right? She got so good at this, she started doing expeditions around the world. And she was in Italy, and there was a priest and a saint from India, or let me not say a saint, a priest from India, right? And this priest from the church, now she's in Italy, so you got Catholic priests all over the place, right? So this Catholic priest spoke into the Ediphone, Ave Maria, and Madonna and Child appeared right in the Ediphone. This, I think it was a Bengali Medican or a monk. He spoke in a Hindu, well, I don't like that word, a Sanskrit mantra into the Ediphone, and the God and all the paraphernalia associated with that God appeared in the Ediphone. So when you start saying words, understand they are going to manifest in a form outside of you. And that form is coming from you. It is connected to you. So imagine this. You're saying, let's say a mantra. Let's take the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, right? As you say that form, Lord Shiva, which is your inner self, appears. You can't see it yet, but it is appearing. You are evoking through the power of the spoken word your God self. This is a science. And you get this book, the Ediform is called, that speaks about the Ediform, is called Voice Figures. And I think this is one of the things that the powers that be want to keep hidden from us because it is so magical. You will watch every single solitary word that comes out your mouth if you knew that they um, evoked a picture of what you said, like curses or criticism, condemnation, judgment, or blame, or any negative thing. You got to realize it doesn't go out in the air and evaporate. It doesn't do that. It goes out from you and it goes around and it picks up energy. If it's positive, it comes back to you multiplied. If it's negative, it does the same. It picks up all that negative energy and comes back to you multiplied to give you the karmic effect of what you said. Now imagine this. If you're going out there having negative thoughts about anything, right? Well, those negative thoughts come back to you and give you the ill karma that you put out into the world. But imagine if one of the thoughts that you're putting out or the words you're putting out on a daily basis in the name of God, like if you're a Christian, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me, which is a powerful Christian mantra. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. How do you think that's going to come back to you? You're a Muslim. Anallah, anallah, anallah. How do you think repeating the name of God is going to come back to you? Because every thought does that. That's how it works. That's how it is in this realm. In this realm, every thought goes out into the universe and comes back around, gathers momentum, and attaches to like thoughts, and then comes back to you in the form of an act, an object, or an event. This is the law. Every thought has a rudimentary system within it. The moment you think it, atoms are automatically attracted to that thought. When you speak it, even more atoms are attracted to that thought. When you write it down, now you are really creating something, like writing blueprints, plans for a building that you're erecting, right? So don't think for 1 minute what you think and what you say is giving more power to your thoughts, that they just evaporate in the air and have nothing to do with you. Nothing could be further from the truth. Now, here's the other thing that I want to repeat. The difference, according to what Saint Germain has said and the ascended masters have said, the difference between a thought and a decree is the difference between night and day. Once again, you are supplicating God, please give me this, do this for me, with a prayer. With a decree, you are demanding that this thing happens, that this comes about. You're putting another force, another energy, another power behind your words. Now, I want to go through some prayers. These are the 7 sacred prayers dealing with the 7 sacred flames, the 7 major sacred flames. Then I want to go over some decrees. Now, these prayers take 12 minutes. I time this stuff every morning. Every morning I'm timing. Am I going over or less? So these prayers deal with the 7 sacred flames, right? And the violet flame is the most powerful of them all. And I want to give you an idea of what I mean about how powerful the violet flame is. Even when you're allowed to come into these ascended master retreats, right? Things have changed though, how it used to be before 1930s. You go into ascended master retreat, they wouldn't teach you about the violet flame. They would let you find out about it on your own. And then when you asked about it, they would give the knowledge of how powerful it is and how it will change you, the world, and for the better and all like that, right? There's never been a time, according to what the ascended masters say, that there is this much knowledge for the upliftment and ascension and realization of humankind on the whole history of planet Earth that is billions of years old. Never has there been another time in history, in Earth's history, with this much information to free ourselves from the quagmire we find ourselves in this satanic existence on planet Earth. All right. Now I want to read, these 7 sacred flames There are many more than 7 flames, but these are the principal. First 7 flames. And then I want to go into some of the decrees, right? I also want to say in the beginning, so I don't forget this. Anyone who wants these decrees, of course, I will send them, and prayers, send them to you for free. You cannot charge for this, and I won't charge. When this other program I'm going to be doing, there'll be a charge just for the time. And if you don't have, any donation to give, just call me and we'll work something out. You know, maybe the fee you pay is stay with us for 6 months to benefit your own self, right? That's the fee, right? And it's fine with me. Um, so let us hear these prayers and of the 7 sacred flames. All right. Okay. Prayer of surrender, the first ray by Master El Moria. Beloved Father, Mother God, into thy hands I commend my being. Use my love, my thoughts, and my life in selfless service to thee. Release from me all that hinders the fulfillment of my holy purpose and ascension. Teach me to be kind in the ways of the brotherhood of light. Direct and establish my life stream in ways that daily and hourly my true identity in God manifests. Beloved God presence, I am. Eternal Father, Mother God. May the convent I made with thee be totally fulfilled. May I live my life to feel your love and see your light. May your will manifest on earth as it is in heaven. Into thy hands I surrender my being, that through me God be glorified in all things, and so be it. Beloved I am. This is the first ray, the royal blue flame of the will of God. The second ray, the prayer and invocation to the second ray, the golden yellow flame of illumination. Call to the illumination flame. Illumination flame from the heart of God, expand thy light to me always. Golden flame from the heart of God, fill my heart with thy wisdom ray. Illumination flame from the heart of God, expand God's mind through all my thoughts. Golden flame from the heart of God, illuminate the earth with thy golden light. Golden flame from the heart of God, to thy love and light I bow. To thy love and light I bow. To thy love and light I bow. It's the second prayer. To the illumination flame. The third prayer. Prayer and invocation to the third rose pink flame of cosmic love. Adoration of your God presence. Beloved great presence, I am. Thy life that beats my heart. Blaze now thy radiant love rays. Let me be an anchor of love for all. Flood me with thy glory, and let my heart be always with thee. My beloved God presence, I am. I evoke thy great radiance. Infuse my mind and heart with thy love. Expand and raise my consciousness to ascended master octave of life. Merge with me more and more each day, with all your love, until I become thyself in manifestation. I am adoring thee. I am adoring thee. I am adoring thee. In deep gratitude, I offer my love to thee. In deep gratitude, I offer my love to thee. Love me, love me, love me. Love me, love me, love me. Beloved I am. Beloved I am. Beloved I am. Prayer and invocation to the fourth ray, the dazzling white ascension flame. Prayer for self-love and ascension. From the Lord God of my being, I am that I am. I decree I have love for my journey into my ascension. I have compassion for all physical and emotional pain I still need to heal. I give thanks that I am now healing the past and resurrecting the new. As a master of divine expression walking the earth, I now turn on the light of my divinity. I now activate and transform my DNA to its fifth dimensional potential. I now choose to completely heal and rejuvenate my physical body. I choose to remain happy, harmonious, and grateful. I claim the mastery that is mine to manifest my freedom. I allow my divinity to manifest in the most wondrous way. I give thanks that it is done according to God's holy will. I call for shafts of ascension light to blaze through me daily and hourly. And so be it, beloved I am. And so be it, beloved I am. And so be it, beloved I am. Prayer and invocation to the fifth ray, the emerald green flame of healing and prosperity. Healing through releasing negative energies. I am a master of divine expression. I now release all separation and limitations that no longer serve my path of life. I release all vows of poverty and limitations that I ever made in this and past incarnations. I release all imprints, implants, negative thought forms, black magic spells and curses, negative patterns of the human ego, illness and disease patterns, and all energies that no longer serve my path of life. By the intervention of divine grace with my full intent, I choose to release all energies of separation, limitation, and all blockage back to the universe. I ask for these energies be purified and transformed into the highest forms of light. I evoke the assistance of the angelic realm, Master Hilarion, Mother Mary, Archangel Raphael, my monad, and all descended masters to release from my being and world all levels of energy that are less than my divine blueprint of perfection and my eternal victory in the light through my ascension. And so be it, beloved I am. The sixth ray, prayer and invocation to the sixth ray, the golden orange flame of the resurrection and life. I am the resurrection and life of my perfect health. I am the resurrection and life of my finances. I am the resurrection and life of my gift of my divinity. I am the resurrection and life of my eternal youth and beauty. I am the resurrection and the life of my perfect work. I am the resurrection and the life of my heart flame. I am the resurrection and the life of my perfect vision. I am the resurrection and the life of my perfect relationship. I am the resurrection and the life of my perfect love. You can add on to this particular decree the sixth ray, the seventh ray, prayer and invocation to the seventh ray, the royal violet flame of transmutation, invocation to the violet flame. Let me just continue. I'll talk after this. Invocation to the violet flame. In the name of the I am that I am, I now call forth the action of the violet transmuting flame to be activated within my entire consciousness being and world. Violet fire from the heart of God, violet fire from the heart of God, violet fire from the heart of God. Expand that light through me each day. Expand that light through me each day. Expand that light through me each day. Transmute and heal my human imperfections into the shining diamond of God's heart and Christ's perfection. As I surrender to that radiant light, take dominion over my life. Blaze in the action of mercy flame of the compassionate heart. Expand and saturate within me the wonders of the violet light until I am totally transformed. Beloved, I am present. Send the violet flame to purify every cell, atom, and electron of my being until I am raised into my eternal victory by the action of the violet fire and the ascension flame. And so be it, beloved, I am. And so be it, beloved, I am. And so be it, beloved, I am. Now that is the seven sacred flame prayers. That is seven sacred flame prayers. I have many other prayers. Many other prayers. And but I'm going to spare us. Now that wasn't 12 minutes. So I want to go now to decrease. Now this is what I wanted to say a minute ago about these decrees and prayers. I was doing a retreat in Mount Shasta, and there was this woman there. She had psychic powers. She had ability to see things. And this is when I really first started learning about it. I had done a retreat in Egypt, right? Like a few days just before this, I came home, and then I'm going straight out to Mount Shasta to do another retreat out there. And so we're doing this retreat, right? And she's saying, we had a break and we went to a restaurant to have some, vegetarian food. And she says to me, she goes, "You do the violet flame and the illumination flame a lot, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, because before this retreat, I didn't know of all the sacred flames. I didn't know of them." And I go, "How do you know?" And she said, "It's coming all out of your body." She said, "I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it." Right? Now I know all the sacred flames. Well, all the seven sacred flames and some others, quite a few others, in fact. And as you do these sacred flames, you got to understand this really clear. It's coming all out of your body. So the average person don't see it, but the masters see it. The ascended masters see it, and they know you. They know you by what you're carrying. You're carrying a great deal of light. And let me tell you how this works, because it's really important to get a good picture of what we're really talking about here. What's coming into our head from God is this tornado of blue light, which is God. Once it gets past here, this part of your head, going into the rest of you, you are that God. And what you do with that energy, that God energy, determines who you are, where you go, what happens to you or don't happen to you. Most of us in this human state, once that thing comes into our head, we're part of the sinister forces. We do anything we want and everything we want, mostly negative. We curse all day long, you know, uh, sometimes saying blasphemous things, and other times just cursing, criticism, condemnation, judgment, blame, doing any and everything we want, thinking that this really doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I mean, just words. Nothing can be further from the truth. The truth is, you are a God being uttering words, and they have an effect. The sad part of it is, these effects are on you and others and the world too, right? That's what's happening. I really want to seal this really deep. I want y'all to understand without any shadow of a doubt how powerful decrees are, which means whatever you're speaking out of your mouth. These decrees that I'm saying here are given to us by the Ascended Masters. These are all Ascended Masters' creeds. Um, they bring to you what it is you're saying. And let's get a real clear idea of what I'm saying. Let's be real clear. When you think a thought, atoms are automatically attracted to it. Electromagnetic, automatic. It's automatic. In this world, it is automatic, right? If this just thoughts, it is still automatic. Once you put words to it, now you've increased the power of thought. As I've said before, you know, when you put actions to it, you've increased it, like writing it down, you've increased it that much more to bring it to you, to bring it back to you in the form of an act, an object, or an event. This is how we create our life. This is how we get what we get. This is how we are who we are. We do what the masters and ascended masters tell us to do, and we rise up, 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 and up. To you may be an ordinary person, you think, but you're moving toward a God man, a God woman. Not a human, but a God man and a God woman. What did Jesus say when he was here in this realm? I am the Son of Man. He didn't say I am the son of a human. He said, I am the Son of Man. Man and a human are two different entities. Man has grown out of the human. We don't do whatever we want. We obey. We follow the rules. We're trying to get back to being God. A human will do what he wants. A human will know that he's doing wrong and do it anyway. I just want to make that real clear. All right. This is a decree for health, right? This right here is a decree for health. Baba. See, I'm not holding or doing this, right? Because I'm not praying to God. I'm not praying to God. I'm saying I am the God force within, and to the universe, do this, right? I'm saying do this, right? And here you go. And the more dynamic energy you put into your decrees, it's like you're giving it greater power, because the emotions mixed with the pure thought, the intelligent thought, causes that power of the spoken word to come back to you with even faster and quicker, to the point where you purify yourself to the point where whatever you say comes true. Here's another secret. If you maintain truth As a truth sayer, never speak a lie. For 12 years, everything you say will manifest on earth. That means no lies, no lies of self-pity, no lies of conceit, none of that, right? So let's say this decree for health. Baba, my beloved mighty I'm presence, and my high mental body. Reach your hand down and put my spine in perfect alignment. Heal all bodily functions. Make them strong and healthy. Place your hand on my kidneys and take out all substance that is not as pure as the goddess of purity. Place your hand on my eyes and take away all obstruction to thy in my perfect sight. Place your hand on my ears and take away all obstruction to thy in my perfect hearing. Place your hand on every abdominal growth in my body and consume that substance instantly by the flash of that valley consuming flame, that blue lightning, and that white fire, and hold the perfection of my high mental body there forever. I give all power of instantaneous healing to you. Take it and keep it, and never let me lean on any person, place, condition, or thing in this physical world again. You stand guard and say, I lean only on you, my source, and you do for me all that I require to be the full ascended master of freedom, victory, and perfection, which thou art, and hold me free forever. Take command and do this now. Take command, make all us bow. Take command, I hold thy hand. Take command, I insist on demand. Take command, in thee I stand. Take command, fulfill now thy plan. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. That's a decree for healing. Now, there's many decrees. So I don't just do one decree in the morning. That I'm inviting anyone who wants to really get down with this program. It's a free daily program. You know, like I said, we're doing prayers. 12 minutes is prayers. Half hour decrees. An hour and 15 minutes of chanting. And the chanting is out of here, right? And 45 minutes of meditation. This is the morning. You start the morning out like that. Anyone who wants to join me in this daily spiritual programs, it's free to everybody to come. Yeah, like I said, it may be a small fee for just doing it because you won't appreciate it if you don't give up something. And if you don't want to give that small fee, email me and I'll send you everything that we do for free in the morning. But I'll charge to have to use my time. Not that I want to, I don't. Truth be told, if you won't appreciate it if you don't pay a little something, so I'm gonna charge you a little something. And when I say a little, I mean a little. All right, now check this. Memory decrees, right? You see how they're coming after us in all kind of ways. Now let's deal with memory. You know, because so many people are getting dementia. They're losing their memories, even at their young ages, right? And most of us are experiencing this new phenomenon, right? So these are memory decrees. Check it. I am the resurrection and the life of my eternal divine memory and the useful light of God that never fails, which I had in the great central sun before the world was. This gives you an idea of how old you really are. These are things that you had before even this world was, right? Ascended master memory, all right? I am the resurrection and the life of the ascended master's diamond shining memory of indestructible protecting perfection. I am the resurrection and the life of my pineal gland found in the hippocampus and all organs and biohumans that deal with memory. Now, I will tell you, that's one that I created for my own self. Anyway, I am the resurrection life of total call. I am the resurrection life of total call of mind, of everything I think, see, hear, read, write, say, and do. I am the resurrection life of total call of mind and return of my memory back to ascended master consciousness. Beloved mighty I am present. Charges my decree with the power of 1,000 suns. Beloved mighty I am present. Great hosts of sitting ascended masters, great angelic hosts, great cosmic beings, and the seven mighty Elohim, Arcturus, Cassiopeia, Cyclopia, Peace, Purity, Orion, and Hercules. I demand, I command the ascended masters, diamond shining memory of indestructible purity that no destructive thing can impose upon my consciousness by any destructive activity for any reason whatsoever. I demand, I command my feelings be filled with the diamond shining, indestructible purity of light from the great central sun that manifests perfection throughout infinite space. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. That last decree, see, all the things that we do have effect on our mind, you know, including shutting down our memory, so forth and so on. That decree is saying, no matter what I do, I want my memory to be on ascended master level. I want my memory to be high powered. I was reading, I think it was in the 4th volume of Saint Germain's I Am Discourses. That would be this. I was reading these books so much and putting so many notes and stuff into them. And there's decree booklets. This is like decree booklet 2 here. It's just filled with decrees. But I wore this thing out so much, as you could see here. I started writing them down. I just wore this thing out and I didn't want to mess it up. So I started writing down the decrees that I was doing throughout the book. So there's books that you can get from the Saint Germain Foundation with loads of decrees for all kinds of things. And here's another thing I want to say, because we don't want to forget this. To attain ascension there's nothing that you could do that will equal attaining ascension. And let's understand what ascension is. Ascension means you become God. You are reunited with the Trinity. You are omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, all powerful, all knowing, and everywhere at once. That's what you become. All right? There is nothing higher than that. If you become Indra, Lord Indra, who is the king of the gods, that's equal to about a grain of sand compared to becoming ascended. I'm making a real comparison. All right, let me go back on that. That's equal to become what they call a paramanu. What is a paramanu? It is a ray of sunlight passing an electron. That's what being an ascended master would be compared. That's how little, even being the king of the gods, which is the Indra, would be to become an ascended master. Nothing is higher than that. That's it. Omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. And here's another thing. We're in a solar system, this solar system, right? It's like 36 planets here, although they told us 9. They lie about everything. All right. This planet, which is the worst planet from what the Ascended Masters tell us, the most evil, wicked planet in the entire universe. Now let's just get an idea of what this particular universe consists of. And this is the smallest of all the universes, because we know there's an omniverse, right? There is 500 trillion galaxies in this universe. 500 trillion galaxies, not solar system, galaxies that just have thousands and thousands and thousands of solar systems, which have thousands of planets. All right. This planet is the worst, from what they tell us. Is the most evil, but it's also a very beautiful planet. And it is a school. Planet Earth is a school of ascension. You come here to learn how to ascend. You don't get this chance every time. There's millions of gazillions of people on all these worlds that you see out there. You see suns, and all these suns are having solar systems around them. You don't get the chance just to come to this planet. The gods come here when their time is up, when they got to leave their heavenly realm and they die there. The gods come here. Why? Because you can attain ascension here quickly and to a large degree with the greatest of ease. What do you got to do? Pray, say decrees, meditate, chant, serve a siddha master or an ascended master. How difficult is that? Not really very difficult. But you're in the worst place to do that. And there's a flip side to that. If you can attain ascension in an evil planet like this planet, you are, I was going to say a bad mama jama, but you are a powerful being. So powerful, you by yourself can go to some other wicked planet and change that whole planet alone. That's how powerful you will be, attaining ascension in a world like this, or better said, in this world, which is the worst of all. There's no place like Earth in this solar system. This is a school, and the opportunity to come here to become ascended is a gift. Not only that, your Human body is a gift. You do not get a human body just because you want one. It's not how it works. If you blow this opportunity to become ascended in this birth on this planet, not only will you probably not be a human being until another 2-3 eons. I mean that. Eons. Millions and millions and millions of years. But even if you come back to this planet, you may never come back as a human. Your chances of being a human is 1 in 8,664,000. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the number. That's your chances. How do you bring those chances? How do you put the odds in your favor? Praying, decreeing, meditating, serving a sitter master, studying the spiritual sciences, and using it. Now, here's another thing. I want to throw this in the mix so that you're real clear of where your situation in the world is. It's like this. You can do this, and the gods will know you. In fact, they will not tread upon your path. They will not try to trip you up. They will bow down to you because an ascended master is above the gods. All right? Unless you become a god as an ascended master. This is a different thing. We're talking about categories. It's a different thing. In 15 years, by repeating the mantra alone, like Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Anala, Hari Om, Anala, I am God. I am Allah. Hari Om, I am Hari. I am God. Om Namah Shivaya, I surrender to God. I surrender to the self. You say that, for 8 hours a day, which amount to, and that's the Om Namah Shivaya. Each of them is a little time difference because Om Namah Shivaya is 3 words. Anala, 2 words. Hari Om, only 2 words, right? But Om Namah Shivaya is 3 words, so 5 syllables, right? And this is the longest of what I'm talking about. There's many, many other mantras, but I'm just talking about this one. I was given this mantra. It would take you 8 hours and 15 minutes at a fast pace to say that mantra. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. What you're going to find that happens, the very grooves in your brain upon which your thoughts flow, right, will start changing, and you will feel it in your mind. I'm telling you what I experienced. You will feel it in your head, not in your mind, in your head. You will feel it, the fluids in your brain start flowing down a different path, which will carry your passive thinking. So your passive thinking will be on God. And every time you say this, you are evoking that God right in front of your face. And there will come a time that you will see that God. And that God will ask you for a boon. Be smart. Ask God for ascension because everything is added into that. Once you become that, that's it. That's it. You everything. You got everything. You can do anything. You become immortal. You get your immortal physical body as well as your fourfold other bodies. Right? So how long would that take? 8 hours a day for 15 years. This is a plan. And it's not a difficult plan. If you're young enough, let's say you're 20 and you say, hey, I want to go for that. Maybe you're listening to me right now and say, I want to go for that. So by the time you're 35, you'll be ascended. Or the Supreme Lord will come to you and say, ask a boon. Be smart on what you ask for. Be smart on what you ask for. And I can tell you, this is a concrete plan and it's worth having. Now let's say there are other options on how to become ascended. Let me tell you one I heard. Saint Germain said, if you say a decree for America and the world at least once a day, he will grant you ascension. Now that is like, let me give you a decree. Let me tell you a decree for America and the world right now. And this is what that means. He said he would grant you an ascension, which means you will be granted ascension. All right? This is a prayer for America and the world. Or rather, this is a decree for America and the world. Beloved, mighty, and presence, Such freedom, health, prosperity, and harmonious action shall come forth for America and the world as have never before been experienced on earth. Bam. You mean I say all I gotta do is say that once a day? Because Saint Germain said, if I say a decree for America and the world, he will grant me ascension. I mean, it can't get any easier than that. And why is this happening? Because the world is in a perilous state. So what we need to do, we see what's going on all around us. I don't need to have go into discourses and say we see what's going on around us. We see a demonic, what do you call it? A Sodom and Gomorrah reality all around us. We can change that through the power of the spoken word because our words will go out into the world and begin to change everything. Not only humanity, but the flowers, the food we eat, and everything. So if you do that, right? If you decide, I mean, I got a whole page of decrees and for the world. Matter of fact, I sent Uncle Hank some stuff, but I didn't know that I had to print it out in a certain way. It's I don't know if I have that page here. I have a page of decrees just like the one I read you for the America and the world. Prayers for the ascension of America and the world. I don't have it in these pages, but I got it. And I'll send it to anyone who wants it for free. My email and my phone number is right down there. And all you got to do is send me your email to this email right here, lselassie2@gmail.com, and I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. And if you want to join me in the morning doing my daily ritual, right? Hey, you basically are invited to do all this. I'm inviting you to let's get down with Saint Germain to save this world and to win our own ascension. I mean, let's take it to the butt. Let's take it for not only take it to the butter, no bread, take it to the ghee. Because by taking it to the ghee, that's how you worship the God. Swaha, I offer to you. Swaha. Swaha means I offer to you. Take it to the place where you don't have to come back here as a human being and suffer this, that, and the other. You got now. You got this reality and opportunity now to become God conscious. You got it now. This is it. This is it. And what I'm saying here right now is a smidgen of what you can do in the morning. Or you could say, look, I heard that brother, he was talking and I'm not even going to say Saint Germain's decree. I'm going to say those powerful violet flame decrees. In fact, I'm going to do all the 7 sacred flames. I'm going to do all the prayers, the 7 sacred flame prayers, right? I'm going to intensify my spiritual practice to the point where the gods walk with me. My guru told me something. He told all of us, we were in India, and he told us, I'm going to tell you something, and you're not going to believe it. And I'm going to tell it to you anyway. He says, when a devotee of God walks the earth, dust, although we don't see it, it's the same dust that goes up into the sky that forms the cloud. Dust arises, and passes over the body of that devotee, right? That one person is devoted to God, right? He said, God walks behind that person. So the dust that falls off his body falls on to God. Now I'm like, oh my God. Now he said, I told you, you're not going to believe it. This is the power of a devotee of God. Now, understand this too. You don't mess with a devotee of God. Somebody is devoted to God, leave that person alone because God protects them. A bullet, a gun, a shield is don't compare to God's protection. Matter of fact, why don't I say some of these protective decrees so y'all can get how far reaching they are. And they are, oh my God, they're powerful. They are so powerful. Steel around you is not as powerful as that. And I'm going to tell you also, I didn't do this because we got to the prayer. So let me go to as you're doing, it's the first thing that you come up with The first thing that you do is you start your day. I don't have it all printed out. Oh no. Okay, but I know it. All right, but let's go into these protective decrees, which we call covetous. Covetous are like it means armor, right? Covetous is a Sanskrit word for armor. All right, what's this one here? I'm gonna say 3. Might even say 4, but check this one. Protection covetous. Protection decrees covetous. Through the beloved, invincible, fiery, victorious, I am present, which I am. And the invincible, fiery, victorious hand of the cosmic Christ, I call to our beloved Saint Germain, establish your cosmic, valley consuming flame in, through, and around me, and all under this radiation, and this most dynamic action of the sacred fire for a radius of 300 feet in every direction, and keep it in continual action. Within this valley consuming flame, blaze your spiral blue flame, and keep it whirling in its most intense action, and draw out of the body at the top of the head all imperfection and discord in the mental and feeling world, as well as the physical body. Clear our beings and worlds of all discord in thoughts, feelings, substance, and energy, and replace them with God's invincible victory of love to be the perfection for which we call. And I demand this manifest, manifest, manifest in all our victory, 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 right now. I expect this manifest, manifest, manifest in all our victory, 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 right now. I am this manifest, manifest, manifest in all our victory, 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 right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Here's another one. Protection decree, or coverture, right? The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. Armor us all under this radiation. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. Armor us all that is of God throughout our nation. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. Armor us, hold protection around us all. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. The cosmic Christ blue lightning, armor of the sons. Armor us, fulfill this cosmic I am call. Almighty I am. Here's another one. These are powerful decrees, y'all. These are powerful decrees. Don't think you're just saying them and I hope they're going to work. You ain't got to hope nothing. You ain't got to have faith. Saying them is your faith. That's it. You unleash it and they will act. It's just that simple. You unleash the power of the spoken word, God, and they will act. Angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword. God, 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 all under this radiation. Angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword. God, 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 all that is of God throughout our nation. Angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword. God, 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 come, come, come now and God is all. Angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword, angels of flame sword. God, 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 control all here through this I am call. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Here's another one. God, my beloved mighty presence, surround me with thy mighty magic circle that thought unlike thee may not find entrance at any time. See that this is sustained without a break anywhere, and with thy invincible power and wisdom, enable me to govern and qualify all thought and outer action with thy full dominion. Almighty I am. I read something Saint Germain said in one of the volumes, I think it was volume 4. I have these volumes here in front of me. I was going to go deep into it, but because a lot of restrictions, we can't say this or that or the other. Our what do you call it? Freedom of speech is not allowed in YouTube. Saint Germain said, criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame is the number one problem in the universe. He didn't say in this solar system or on this planet. He said in the universe. I was like, what? Criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame? I'm ashamed to say it, but I didn't even know criticism was a bad thing at one time. I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm like, what? Criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame is the number one problem in the universe? Not wars, not murder, not this. No, those are not the big things. No. Right? That's my man. And so I saw you, Mo, and I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, send me your email. Oh, I got it. I see it. All right. And then he goes, after he says criticism, condemnation, judgment, blame is the number one problem in the universe. He said, this is the remedy. In other words, this is how you cancel it out. But I want to tell you something about criticism before I give you that remedy, right? He says the main reason you should not criticize, condemn, or judge anyone is because by doing so, you are forcing those qualities into your personality. So as you criticize someone for being mean, you are forcing that quality into yourself. Fat, you are forcing that quality into yourself. Whatever that criticism is, you are forcing that quality into yourself. This for me was scary. And he said, the remedy is this, the law of forgiveness. And this is a powerful thing. And I'm going to tell you something. When you get into a certain state of love, a high state of love, forgiveness is automatic. That you cannot not forgive. Forgiveness is automatic. In fact, in this high state of love, which I experienced, no negative quality can enter that state. And there's no ego in that state. There's no ego. Man, it is the most freest I ever was. Oh, God. Oh. I don't have the intellectual capacity to even think beyond that state of love that God allowed me to be in. It was like the drop became the ocean. And the drop was aware of every single solitary wave in the ocean. And the ocean was nothing but a sea of love. It was nothing but love. I would say this. Before that experience, I heard of love. I didn't know what love was at all. And I had a guru that showed me love on an unimaginable level. Only until my guru gave me the opportunity to experience the God love that I really knew what love was. Because in that state, there is no ego. There's no ego. There's no entrance of any negative thing. Criticism, condemnation, judgment, blame, anything negative, anything cannot even enter that space. You will forgive someone for doing something negative to you in a nanosecond. That state of love where no ego exists is unfathomable. This is what we're going for. This is what we're going for. And I said to myself, if there are states beyond that, Jesus, what are we in for? All right? I mean, that level of love was so beyond. Oh my God. Okay, this is what Saint Germain said. Say the decree, the law of forgiveness, right? The law of forgiveness. Let me drop it on you. I am my beloved, I am presence and the ascended master's law of forgiveness and the consuming flame of all inharmonious action and human consciousness that goes into all life everywhere on this earth, forgives all discord, forgives everything that is of discord by filling it with and covering over with the valley consuming flame and the fire of Christ, blue lightning, indestructible purity that consumes all evil, all lacking limitations everywhere throughout the world forever. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. There are others. Let's drop it. And someone asked, why you give us all these decrees, Lord, why are you giving us all these different decrees? And he said it's like some people like Islam, some people like Christianity, some people like the Divine Mother, some people like Shiva, some people like Vishnu, some people like Buddha. You're going to go for what feels good to you. He's just giving you many options to do what's good and what's right. What's right? What do you feel? I picked these decrees out of many, many, many decrees. I'm telling you, like I said, there's only a few books I got on decrees right here. These are all decrees. These two books. This is a decree one. You can see this is decree book 2. This is all beat up because I was working these books. This is decree book 1. But I got many of these books. Where's volume 5? This is all I am adorations, affirmations, part 1. This was written I think in 1930. When is this book here? Let me look at the 1937. Copyright 1937 by Saint Germain Press. And this is the second edition. This is All this is just decrees, affirmations, adorations, and affirmations. I am decreed, part 2. So there's a part 1 to this, right? Man, I'm telling you. Oh, then you got these books here just on Violet Flame. So I try to do this after I do my morning decree. I try to hit this off, around 3 o'clock. Then I want to bust this one out right here. Half of this whole booklet, which is a lot more, only Violet Flame decrees, because they're super duper powerful. This is the Violet Flame series 2. This is 1. This is 3. This one is 2. And you're not going to go wrong like this. Believe me, the gods are going to see you like a burning flame moving to and fro on the earth by saying these decrees. And maybe I'm going to go in here and read some of these decrees, because these are like the first one. And they are crack-a-lack, and they are like the bomb. Let's, y'all, don't let me get going. I'm telling y'all, I'm playing a game like this, and I want y'all to understand this. I'm taking this to the butter, no bread. I'm taking it to the ghee, so that the gods will know me, all right? And when times get hard, they're going to come. They're going to be like, no, you under our protection. You under our protection. The saints and the sitters will tell you straight away, he's under our protection. And when I say he, I don't mean necessarily me. I mean everyone that picks up the mantle to uplift themselves and humanity with these powerful decrees, with these powerful prayers. They'll know you because you look different than anybody else walking to and fro on this planet. Why? Because you got the 7 sacred flames busting out of you. I learned a technique of how you can feel your aura around you. And as you take my courses, I'm gonna show you this. I'm going to deliver in this course in the School of Higher Consciousness to such a degree. If I charge you $1 million, you're gonna feel like it was free. That's how much we got to give. I got stuff to give so much that's free, you wouldn't believe it. To say the least of stuff I'm charging for, the things I'm charging for are things I'm charging for. But the stuff that's free, you're gonna be like, oh my God, he ain't charged us nothing. He just told us how to make $1 million right here. Oh, I didn't get to the financial decrees. All right, let me give you another Violet Flame decree, and I'm gonna add something onto this. Another secret on criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame. All right, this is another forgiveness decree. Through the invincible, victorious, mighty, and present, which I am, and the invincible, victorious hand of the cosmic Christ, I speak directly to all the substance of my mind, body, being, and world that has been discordantly qualified, especially my atomic structure. I call on the law of forgiveness of having imposed shadows upon it. I bless it with all the love of my heart and call Saint Germain's violet consuming flame and inspire blue flame into action to bless with invincible purity and love, which will be divine justice back to life. I demand this come into manifestation in the physical octave, swift as a flash, as the ascended master see it. And I demand this manifest. In all our victory, attain right now. I expect this manifest. In all our victory, attain right now. I am this manifest. In all our victory, attain right now. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. Now, here's a decree for criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame. All right? And there's this other thing that's going to go with it. I want to tell you. All right, let's bust it. Beloved, mighty, and present, you stand guard over my tongue and never let me speak words of criticism, condemnation, judgment, or blame of any person, place, condition, or thing. Reach down your hand and withdraw all substance of criticism, condemnation, judgment, blame, or other human qualities with which I've charged my being and world. Consume it all in the cosmic violet consuming flame and Saint Germain's fire blue flame. Then stand guard and say, I do not requalify any more of the pure energy flowing through me, my being and world. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. So here's that caveat I'm telling you about to add to this. Saint Germain says, if you criticize anyone, say the law of forgiveness first, and then say to whoever you criticize silently. I'm going to read it out loud so you'll know what to say silently. I send to you the fullness of divine love of my being to bless and prosper you. This is how you call it back. So when you do it, this is how you call it back. Silently say, when you criticize someone, criticize, condemn, right? Judgment or blame. Say, I send to you the fullness of divine love of my being to bless and prosper you. Don't think just because you start doing this that overnight, you're going to become a saint. Don't think that. It really does take thousands of years for this to happen. But this is the path, and you on it. And in 1,000 years, you just took one step toward that. All right? You silently say, and I'm going to repeat it again. And you want this stuff, I'm going to send it to you. You want to rock in the morning with me? I'm just going to have a nominal fee for a long period of time, just so you value, coming to this thing. I've learned that charging nothing causes people to resent you. I don't know why that phenomenon exists, but I've seen it over and over and over again. I send to you the fullness of divine love of my being to bless and prosper you. All right? These are super secrets, y'all. These are secrets. And I'm telling you right now, this information is coming directly from the Ascended Master Retreats and the Siddha Master Retreats and Ashram. What I'm teaching is that. I'm not making up my stuff. I'm teaching what they taught me. All right? And this is powerful stuff. Showing gratitude. Did you ever think that you can bless God? Did you ever think you could say to God, God bless you? Did you ever think of that? This is powerful stuff, y'all. All right, check this out. Blessing Saint Germain and all the Ascended Masters. And my decree is a little longer. My blessing is a little longer than this one, maybe twice as long. Because I added in more saints and sitters, all right? Blessing Saint Germain and all the Ascended Masters. Mighty and presence of the great central sun. We call forth the mightiest cosmic light and power from thy heart to bless our beloved Ascended Master Saint Germain, Jesus, Nada, the great divine director Sanat Kumar, and all the Ascended Masters and great beings of light who have guarded and assisted the children of earth through the centuries. We offer to them all the eternal love and gratitude from mankind and bless them forever. I added a lot more saints and sitters on this list. All right. And I want y'all to understand something about one of these saints in here. It's beloved Sanat Kumara, who is one of the 4 Kumaras, right? He owns the planet. He's from Venus, right? And you can read stories about him and his brothers in the Mahabharata, right? Very great stories, high powered. He was the guru of Jesus and Saint Germain. Sanat Kumar. Now, Sanat Kumar is one of the Kumaras, the 4 brothers, is one of the mind-born saints, right, of Lord Brahma. Or I should say, the mind-born children of Lord Brahma. They came right out of his thoughts, right? Pure beings. There's a number of beings like this. Narada, there's a number of beings like this, right? Mind-born. And okay, let's get electronic decrees. Let's go to one electronic decrees. So what's the electronic decrees? Here is a secret. God hides within the electrons. And what is an electron? On this level, it's just like one of the smallest things, if there really is an electron, right? One of the smaller things. On another level, it's a planet revolving around the sun. And let me tell you a story in the scripture called the Yoga of Vishishta, right? Vishishta was a super duper powerful saint. They got a boon from Lord Brahma to be the guru of Lord Ram when the Supreme Lord of the Universe took birth on Earth. So he was going to be in now. He's in the Satya Yuga, which is the golden age, the first age. Lord Ram wasn't going to come to the Earth until the 3rd age, what they call the Treta Yuga, right? Satya first, Dwapar second, Treta third, and Kali 4th Yuga. We're in the 4th Yuga now. This is the Kali Yuga, which is the most evil Yuga of them all. All right. Now, Lord Vishishta got tired of waiting because he was in the 1st Yuga. He got tired of waiting, and when it came time for the 2nd Yuga to come about, he was like, "Forget this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change time." So he was so powerful, he was able to switch a whole age. So the Treta Yuga became the 2nd Yuga, and the 2nd Yuga became the 3rd Yuga, just so he could teach God. All right. I bust it. When the time came, because God came to the earth and God was God, but he's going through the human experience. And he was like, I'm not ego, and he was kind of like, going through the experience of trying to show mankind, how to be, what to be. Because when he took the birth as Lord Ram, he took the birth as an example to man of how to be, of what to be. So he was perfect in every way. Women didn't look as beautiful as he was handsome. And his brothers, he had 3 brothers, you know, and he was just, everybody was like, what is happening? Why is he, doing this and everything? And he was like, I'm not ego. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not these things. And he was, but Lord Vashishta knew that now was the time. The time was right to teach the Supreme Lord of the universe, who is acting like an ordinary human being. All right? Here's the deep. And one of the things he taught him, he goes, oh, Ram, when I was doing my sadhana, my spiritual practices, I got to a point where I could become bigger than the biggest and smaller than the smallest. And I decided if I could be that small, let me reduce myself so tiny that I can enter into an atom. And he goes into the atom. He's telling Lord Ram, I entered into the atom. And what I saw was a solar system. And I entered into one of the electrons in that solar system. And it was a whole world. And when he got into that world, he goes, whoa, what about if I enter into an atom in this world? And he did it again, and then again, and then again. And he said, oh, Ram, this process goes ad infinitum. There is no level of how small, there is no end to how small the smallest can go, nor how large the biggest of the biggest can go. This is deep. So these are electronic decrees, all right? Bust it. Beloved, mighty, I am presence. The Kohans of the 7 sacred flame. Beloved Elohim, Arcturus, Cassiopeia, Cyclopia, Peace, Purity, Orion, and Hercules. These are the 7 mighty Elohims we're talking about right here. Through the beloved invincible fiery hand of the cosmic Christ, I call to beloved Saint Germain and the ascended host to charge through every electron in every cell of my mind, body, being, and world. Your royal blue flame of the will of God, your golden yellow flame of illumination, your golden pink flame of cosmic love, your pure white ascension flame, your emerald green flame of healing and prosperity, your golden orange flame of the resurrection and life, your violet consuming flame of invincible purity, and the blue lightning, flame, substance, and miracle of purity. Move this into action to build perfection within me. Make it imperishable and self-luminous and forever blazing with permanent happiness to me and all I contact and to all I ascended and free. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. If you really want to get down with the get down, ask God to let you enter into one of the ascended master retreats where the God Tabor is the authority, right? Beloved Saint Germain and mighty God Tabor, make me pure enough with violet consuming flame, purifying power to be worthy to enter the retreat in the Rockies, over which beloved God Tabor is authority. So there are really many retreats in America that you'll never find them even if you go looking for them. If you're not brought in by ascended master, you'll never find them. But there are many here in America. If you're fortunate enough to be brought into one of those retreats, you come out a Christ conscious being. And remember, Christ is not a surname, it's state of consciousness. All right? Now I got my wealth decrees. Where are they? I definitely want to tell y'all. And Mo, I sent it to brother Uncle Hank, but it was not in this format I have here. I want to find those decrees. I know where they are. Yes, yes. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm going to get them because I want to give y'all these wealth decrees. Because by saying these wealth decrees, you are forcing wealth into your life. You are forcing wealth through the power of the spoken word, decrees, into your life. I just printed up a decree. And there's another brother who was at the meeting of the masters this weekend. I brought a medallion from him, and I told him I would send him $55, and I can't find his number. And I'm looking. I know I will find it, but I just want to know if you watching this program and you know who I am, give me your number so I can send you that money. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna get this decree. Okay, y'all. I'm back with these wealth decrees. Imagine saying this. I don't want to brag, y'all, but I got to tell you, these work like nobody business. I mean, Jesus is God. These these wealth decrees. Here we go. So Mo, this is some of what I got to send. All right, wealth decrees. I am the resurrection and the life of my overwhelming boundless supply of every good thing, which I had in the first 2 golden ages. I demand it again to come forth to serve me and fulfill the divine plan to send it master way right now and forever. I am the resurrection and the life of my finances, now made manifest everywhere forever. I demand the resurrection and the life of my boundless supply of every good thing, which I had in the great central sun before the world was, released to me now by the light of God that never fails. I demand its use and service to me now in everything I choose to do in the physical octave. Let's go for this, y'all. I am the resurrection life of descended masters, original divine way of manifesting God's supply of every good thing, 1,000,000,000 times more each instant of each day, with lightning speed each instant of each hour, right now and forever. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the open door that no man can shut, no human being can shut, into the limitless opulence of God's great cosmic heart, now made manifest, visible, and changing my hands and juice right now and forever. Here's another powerful one, and they're all powerful. They're all powerful. They're so powerful. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money, Almighty I am. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. God, take command. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money right now, today. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money in your perfect way. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. All our bills not paid. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money and victory to stay. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Or professional sway. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Flood me with money. Beloved Saint Germain's freedom now forever hold sway. I demand this manifest now. I demand this manifest now. I demand this manifest now. All right. As you say these decrees, you want to say them with dynamic tension. You want to say it like you mean it. You know, don't be lazy about it or listless about it. Say it with a cadence. With make it snappy. That's what Saint Germain said. Said make it snappy. And there are other things like this that I learned from the Ascended Master community, my own group, right? Other things to do this, like the Guru Gita, which is a 40-minute chant that will grant you anything you want. This is something that we do in the morning, yeah. And I don't care what it is. You want it, this Guru Gita will grant it for you. It's a 40-minute chant that will grant you anything. And it is the song to your God self. It is the song to the guru within, who I am, right? Which is you, who I am. I am is who you're chanting to. You're not chanting to somebody in the seventh heaven. Forget all about that. You're chanting to your own Trinity. You're chanting to the God self within. And this pleases your God self greatly, to the point you don't even have to ask for anything. All you got to do is chant this thing and chant these mantras, and God will give you everything without asking. But in our state of conscience, we be begging, and then we be sitting down doing this and doing that. But let me tell you how powerful the Guru is. Guru Gita, is the song of the Guru. In the Guru Gita says, if you even see somebody that does this every day, you will not take another birth. You'll be free. That's how powerful this chant is. It's another thing that we do in the morning. All right. All right. Now let's do the wealth decree, right? Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth, Almighty I am. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth from God's own hand. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth throughout our land. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. God, take command. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. In God we stand. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. We insist and demand. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth by our God command. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth right now today. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth in your perfect way. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth on God's love rate. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. All our bills not paid. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth and victory to stay. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. All perfection on sway. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. God Almighty on sway. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Flood me with wealth. Beloved Saint Germain's freedom now forever hold sway. I demand this manifest now. I demand this manifest now. I demand this manifest now. We got chance here for billions of dollars, right? We got, I mean, not chance, decrees right here for billions of dollars. Then we got one here for lack. Let me say it for y'all. Let me say it for you because I want you to hear, Mo, I want you to hear this. Bust it. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Billions, Almighty I am. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Billions from God's own hand. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Billions, cancel my hands and use today. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Billions right now, God's way. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Billions, your victory unto me forever hold sway. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Billions, your protection through and to me forever hold sway. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Release billions and billions and billions of dollars to me. Billions, your limitless supply through and to me forever hold sway. I demand this manifest now. I demand this manifest now. I demand this manifest now. All right. How about I demand all lack now blasted? All right. How about demanding lack? Just stay away from you. Just blast it out like dropping a bomb on it. Just lack, just go. Just be gone. All right. Let's say that decree right now. In the name of the beloved mighty I am present and great hosts of ascended masters, I demand all lack now blasted. By all God's money come through. I demand all lack now blasted. By all God's wealth here too. I demand all lack now blasted. By God's I am fiery power. I demand all lack now blasted. Every instant, every hour. I demand all lack now blasted. By all God's immortal supply. I demand all lack now blasted. By all God's power on high. I demand all lack now blasted. By victory's cosmic light. I demand all lack now blasted. By Hercules' cosmic might. I demand all lack now blasted. Now and for all time. I demand all lack now blasted. By all God's fire divine. I demand all lack now blasted. By victorious pure God love. I demand all lack now blasted. By cosmic fire above. I demand all lack now blasted. By such iron flame as none have seen. I demand all lack now blasted. And all beloved Saint Germain's iron activities kept God safe, God supply. I demand all lack now blasted. Tax free and kept God clean. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. So, and there's so many more of these decrees that we have that the ascended masters have given to us to empower our lives. Then you got angel decrees. You got decrees for the elemental forces that's really taking care of the earth from us. And I got one decree. If you say it, it's like the elementals will flock to you and guard you because you're saying a decree to protect them. These decrees are beyond powerful. You know, like I said, Saint Germain said, if you say this decree, this one decree for America and the world, just once a day, he'll grant you ascension. This is a phenomenal boon. It's a boon within itself. But I'd be willing to tell you, in the human stage, well, as simple as that is, the average person will not be able to do it. And that's real sad.
Thank you, bro.
Sad situation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Uh, let's pick it up next week. This is an hour and a half. I want to thank all the listening audience now and in the future. I couldn't get away from the screen. You know, I had to listen. So you did an excellent presentation,
Thank you.
and let's pick it up next week because this is good. Repetition is the key to success. Patience, repetition, persistence. So contact information for Brother Lalji is at the bottom of the screen, and if you have something to donate, please do. And you had a lot of folks commenting, and they enjoyed the show, brother. So
it'd be nice if we can get them to ask questions. If they, if they got questions, send the questions to you, and we'll do what we can in answering them.
well, you know what? You just left your phone number, so they're going to ask you questions directly.
Call me.
All right?
Yeah.
So I want to thank everyone tonight. Thank you for a 1 hour, 35-minute presentation, bro.
Great.
Before I knew it, it was over. Pow!
Yeah.
So we're going to do this again next week. See y'all next Wednesday. All right?
Sagurnath Maharaj Ki Jai.
Blessed be. Blessed be. Let me look for the closing piece. I'm looking for the, where is it? There it is.